Hey guys, the Red Devil's back again, and in this video, we are going to be reacting to Scott Hoying Pray official video for the very first time. I can already tell that this is going to be amazing, and not just because I'm already a huge fan of Scott Hoying, even though I've only heard a few of his songs, which are basically a lot of Pentatonix covers and original songs, and I've also heard some of his own original songs, of course. And the reason why I'm feeling so happy right now is because today just so happens to be Scott Hoying's, I believe, 34th birthday, and I was thinking about reacting to another Pentatonix song like I did with Mitch, but I have been meaning to react to Scott Hoying's Pray for quite a while now, so I thought why not do it today, seeing as today is all about him. So while that may be the case for this, that is not going to stop me from still feeling very excited with reacting to another one of Scott Hoying's amazing original songs for the very first time ever. And I would also just like to very quickly say that I'm feeling very disappointed and dissatisfied with how my reflection video is currently doing. It's been tough because I put so much hard work into it and it means a lot to me. So if you have time, it really would mean the world to me if you would check it out just to see how brave I was with what I did. And because of how I'm feeling right now about that, to take my mind off of it, I'm thinking about writing down what to say for my 3 favourite parts of Scott Hoying's Pray once I get around to doing that, just to make it easier for me. Thank you for understanding, and I hope you do understand. If you are new to this channel, then please don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. And just like Life Would Stand, I let the song play all the way through and then I give my comments at the end. So guys, with that being said, I need you to sit back, relax, and watch me react. Oh, okay.
It just may be a lucky day with no rain, well, it's hard to say, but hey, have a little faith, the pain will go away. Who knew? Snap your fingers and they could change. Don't know how, when, where, which way, but hey, have a little faith, the pain will go away. Just move, even if it's 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps back. Maybe back's the new on track. Bet you didn't think of that. Just you.
Okay.
Go on, sing it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times loud. Maybe loud's a brand new bride. Wait, what? I tried to pray.
Wow.
Pray.
Okay.
But it only got stronger, making me wonder what's going on here. I can't wait for that day when love can be free and I could be me. Now that can be my version of therapy. Pray. Oh, pray. I don't know. Like my daddy said, toughen up. Rub some dirt in it like it's rough. But hey, we on big mistakes. It's gonna be okay. 1 shot, don't go wasted on silly dreams, like being what you ain't supposed to be. Cause hey, you gotta find your way. That's why you gotta pray. Just move, even if it's 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps back. Maybe back's the new on track. Bet you didn't think of that. Just you. Go and sing it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times loud. Maybe loud's a brand new bride. I tried to pray.
Oh, wow. I'm loving the choreography.
It's longer, making me wonder what's going on here. I can't wait for that day when love can be free and I could be me. Now that can be my version of therapy. Pray.
Oh, I'm sure it can be. Unusual time. Aww.
Pray, but it only got stronger, making me wonder what's going on here. I can't wait for that day when love can be free and I could be me. Now my version of therapy. Pray, oh, pray, oh,
Just so sweet.
oh, just pray.
I love that I got to catch up on
Everything
Scott Hoying's
turned out
birthday.
alright,
My
'cause I found the
goodness.
love of my life, and we took a strut down the aisle, and we feeling perfectly fine. To anyone out there who is feeling alone and scared, well, don't let them tell you that you gotta be anything that you ain't. You're gonna be okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, well, for starters, just like always, I am absolutely stunned by what I have just heard. I mean, I know I've heard Scott Hoying before because of my many reactions to Pentatonix and because of how obsessed I am with him as a fan, but I just don't know how he does it. And I say that because, just like with all the others, no matter how many times I listen to Scott Hoying's music, whether it's one of my favourites from him, or one that I've never heard before but know I will eventually become obsessed with, like this one, even if he's just singing by himself, his voice will always surprise me every time. I mean, just like with all the other original songs I've heard by him, along with him also singing with Mitch, Kirsten, Kevin, Matt, and even Avi, I was completely captivated in there. And I know I'm pretty much saying what I always say in all my reactions to some of the most amazing people out there, but it's only because this guy has done it again, which astounds me with such an amazing and incredible performance, and it's making me find it very hard to try and think of something completely different to say, but I am trying my hardest. And it's also because while I did really enjoy what we've just heard, there's actually a very quick and funny story I want to tell you all regarding Scott Hoying and Mitch Grassi. Basically, a few months ago, one of my friends was listening to Superfruit on Spotify, and I told her, hey, if you like Superfruits, then you will love Pentatonix, and she was like, okay, and so she went onto another tab, typed in Spotify, hit enter, typed Pentatonix into the search bar. I don't know why she did that, but I'm glad she did, because when she clicked on Pentatonix and saw Scott and Mitch standing next to each other along with the others, she was shaking my arm and was like, oh my god, look, they look like the two guys from Superfruit. And I was like, maybe that's because they are the two guys from Superfruit, and she was switching between tabs and was eventually like, oh my goodness, they are the two guys from Superfruit. Oh my god. It was such a funny moment. But enough about all of that, even though I know I will never forget that moment because of how funny and unbelievable it was, and I'm very sorry for sidetracking. I'm focusing on Scott Hoying's music and his voice, especially seeing as today is all about him. Okay, so I don't know about you, but when he started singing, just like with all the other times, I was just blown away, because while I have already said that I've heard Scott Hoying many times before, I have also already said that I've never heard Pray before, so up until a few minutes ago, I was not expecting to see or hear any of that at all, and I may still be processing it, not only because of how I loved every second of it, but also because of the amount of power and enjoyment this man brought to it. And I say that because, and I know I've said this every time, but I have to say it again for this man again, if I'm being perfectly honest, Scott Hoying's voice just has, and always will, have so much control over those who listen to it because of how much power and enjoyment it has to it, and also because, just like the voices of all the other amazing singers and artists and a cappella groups out there, Scott Hoying's voice, as well as himself, is just absolutely beautiful. And if I had to say what my favourite parts of it were, I'd have to say that one of them has got to be the emotional depth Scott Hoying brings to this song, because to me, the way he conveys vulnerability through his voice makes the whole performance so raw and real. And I also think the message of the song, a powerful and joyful affirmation of self-acceptance and LGBTQ+ identity, really hits home, especially with the way Scott Hoying expresses it. And another standout element for me has got to be how this song resonates with my autism, because I think the message of seeking comfort in times of uncertainty really speaks to me, and I also really love how Scott Hoying's vocal control and the subtle emotional nuances in his delivery create a safe space that feels so relatable and grounding. And another one of the most thrilling moments for me, and possibly my favourite part of the whole thing, has got to be Scott Hoying's incredible vocal range and delivery, because personally, I think the way he effortlessly moves from vulnerable soft moments to powerful high notes showcases his talent and versatility, and I also really like how every note feels intentional. It's such a beautiful performance and a perfect way to celebrate his 34th birthday. And I know I've asked this before, but it needs to be asked again for this man again, especially seeing as today is his birthday. How does Scott Hoying always sound so amazing and powerful when singing? I mean, I know I've heard him sing many times before, but I just get this feeling as if I'm hearing him and his music and his voice for the very first time ever, and I just don't know how it always happens with everyone. I mean, I think we've all heard amazing and powerful songs before, but when it comes to people like Scott Hoying and all the other amazing singers and artists and a cappella groups out there, I think we can all agree that the vocals from these people are something else, but in their own unique ways. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I loved every second of it, and I am definitely going to be giving it a 10 out of 10 for being absolutely amazing, as well as extremely enjoyable, and obviously very powerful and very beautiful. And that's pretty much all I have to say about him, and such an amazing original song by him. In fact, another amazing original song by him. But one thing's for sure, I am still stunned and astounded, and I know Scott Hoying is going to continue making me feel that way, whether he's singing with Pentatonix or alone, because if the others always do that to me, then I know Scott Hoying will always do that to me too. But anyway guys, that is all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed me reacting to Scott Hoying Pray official video for the very first time. Special shout out for this video goes to Scott Hoying. Congratulations and happy birthday. I'm gonna go now. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. And to quote-unquote life would stand for the next reaction video, I need you to sit back, relax, and watch me react. And happy 34th birthday, Scott Hoying. Hope you have an amazing day.